I should have run. That's what I keep telling myself. Maybe if I had, none of this would have happened. Maybe if I had minded my business like everybody else in this cursed city, 2 brothers wouldn't be dead. But I didn't run. I stayed. And I saw everything. Emeka and Chinedu. The twins. If you grew up in our neighborhood, you knew them. Everybody did. They were always together. One body, 2 souls. They played football in the streets until dark. Climbed mango trees and stole fruits. Fought older boys who tried to bully them. They shared everything: food, clothes, even sickness. If one got sick, the other would sit beside him all night. People always said, if you see Emeka, Chinedu is not far. But then they went to university. And everything changed. Emeka joined Black Arrow. Chinedu joined Sea Lion. 2 cults. 2 enemies. At first, people thought they would never harm each other. But slowly, things started to break. The first time they passed each other on campus and didn't speak. The first time Chinedu saw Sea Lion boys beat Emeka and did nothing. The first time I heard Emeka say, if I see him outside, he's dead to me. That was when I knew the love they had as brothers was gone. People said it was bound to happen. That no family bond could survive a cult war. But this was not just family. This was blood. And blood does not forget. It happened on a Friday night. I was walking past an old warehouse near the expressway when I heard voices, low, angry voices. Then I heard something that made my stomach turn. Someone was begging. I stopped. My heart started beating fast. I crept closer and hid behind some old tires. And that's when I saw them. Emeka was on his knees, his hands tied behind his back. A group of masked boys stood around him. And in front of him, Chinedu. A knife in his shaking hand. Do it, one of the masked boys said. Or we'll kill both of you. Chinedu's hands were shaking badly. His breathing was heavy. He looked at his brother, the same brother who used to hold his hand when they were kids, who once carried him home when he hurt his leg. Emeka looked up at him. And for a second, everything else disappeared. The cults didn't matter. The war didn't matter. It was just the 2 of them again. Brothers. Chinedu dropped the knife. I can't, he whispered. I can't do it. Silence. Then, click. A gun cocked. Then you die with him. Everything happened fast. A struggle. A shout. The gun went off. I saw Chinedu fall. Blood covered his chest. Emeka screamed. He fell forward, trying to reach his brother, but his hands were still tied. His face was full of pain. Chinedu, no, no, no. Stay with me. Chinedu coughed, blood coming from his mouth. His body was shaking. Emeka leaned closer, his voice breaking. Don't talk. Just hold on, please. We will go home, okay? Chinedu smiled weakly. We were supposed to grow old together. Then he closed his eyes. Emeka let out a scream. A sound so painful, so deep, it did not sound human. I felt something break inside me. Because I knew. At that moment, Emeka was not thinking about revenge. He was not thinking about Black Arrow or Sea Lion. He was thinking about his brother. The boy who used to steal meat from their mother's pot with him. The boy who always took the blame when they got caught. The boy who should have been next to him on his wedding day. Chinedu was gone. And Emeka. Emeka was already dead inside. They found his body in the canal the next morning. Nobody knows what happened. Some say he went after the ones who killed his brother and they finished him too. Some say he let himself die. But me, I think he followed Chinedu. Because they were never meant to be apart.